Hello, and welcome to this collective and timeless reading. This is Eastar Tarot. Today we're going to get into a tarot reading for what dreams are coming true for us right now. What dream is coming to fruition for us right now that our guides and ancestors, would like us to know about. Yeah, reverse Nine of Swords. That's really great. Because Nine of Swords can be a lot about worry and stress and letting our mind get the best of us, but seeing it in the reverse position makes me think it's the end of worry and stress. Something that's been really bothering you for a long, long time is going to ease off now. Now you're not going to have to worry about it anymore. It's going to resolve. And when I, think about that in relation to a dream, it sounds like maybe you've been worried for a long time about how you were going to be stable or how you were going to proceed forward with your future. And so to me, but it could also just be you've been a really stressed out individual for a very long time. Like I'm hearing you've never been able to be at ease because there was always something chaotic happening or something trying to harm you, or you were always like in a survival state. You were in survival mode for so long. And now something is going to happen that's going to allow you to let go of these worries. And maybe that's even just you changing your mindset. I should really get more cards here and see what else is going on. First, Queen of Swords. You know what? It's about criticism. And because we're getting swords again, right? So to me, this says your mind is now in the right state, that you're not going to let yourself be overcome by worry and fear. Because before, I think of Queen of Swords almost as like the shadow of Virgo, right? Being so self-criticizing or judgmental of others as well that you miss the bigger picture, or that you let it consume your life and you forget to feel joy. So, this is really going to open up a lot for you. It's going to change your whole life, just changing your mindset, because that's kind of the power of it, right? When we change our mind, we change our reality. We change our thinking, because reality is first a thought, right? Everything real was first imagined. And so when you control that origin point of your mind, your manifestation machine, it's a way to think of it, that's when magic can happen. That's when you can see things happen in the reality. And it feels like magic, but it's really just human magic. Is a way to think about it. Our minds are very powerful tools. Yeah, Page of Wands. I love this little rabbit gripping his wand, and he's just so sweet. He's such a sweet little guy, and he's found his voice, he's found his creativity. He's found a new inspiration, and he's just like holding it there, like, hey, look what I got. And I just love it. And even though it's a desert, this card feels so light. Like, it feels so warm. And these feel so cold. So you're bringing warmth into your life. And it's all from you. It's all from you changing course is what I'm hearing. So you maybe were letting other thoughts like scarcity thinking and survival mode rule you, and that was affecting your choices in life, what you chose to pursue, what you chose to do, what your actions were every day. But now that's all changing. And I think you're actually stepping into a path that awakens the fire in you. It awakens your creative spirit. Your spirit itself is coming back online because you're making different choices. And pages are often messengers. So to me, they bring a message to us, and it's in the wands, so it's a creative message or a creative inspiration. So You might be getting some really great ideas, and that might allow you to make something happen. Yeah, King of Swords. Look, you went from Queen to King. You're leveling up. And look at this butterfly. Oh my God. You're transforming. Butterflies symbolize transformation. And look how powerful he looks. You were good as the Queen of Swords, but you need to upgrade. You needed to level up. You needed to go beyond what your limitations had been before. And that's what this represents. Because you took that step forward. Because you took a leap of faith, and now you're manifesting dreams. And also, butterflies, I think, have something to do with dreams, don't they? What was that? I'll take it as confirmation. Something about dreams, yeah. Do you see butterflies in your dreams? Or maybe you see them in your life. You just, I've seen some monarch butterflies lately, and they're just so beautiful. They're like a little bird, but they're an insect. It's kind of cool. But yeah, butterflies. Butterflies are big for you. There's something there for you. But I feel really great for you because this looks so good. You're really stepping into your power. Before, she was holding the sword and she was kind of like a little stiff, like she was holding the sword, but she kind of had to hold her body tense. Look how relaxed he is. And again, genders don't matter in tarot. It's just about energies, right? Like, and this almost feels like a tomb, right? This face and the angel wings, but like this feels like real, like alive. Like there's something going on that's reinvigorated in you. You had to go through some tests in order to upgrade. But you passed it with flying colors, and like, you're doing good, man. You're doing good. Seven of Swords. And it came out reverse. So to me, that says, because Seven of Swords often has to do with being tricky. Being careful with our words, being tricky with our words. Sometimes others manipulate us with words, and that can be indicated with the Seven of Swords, but sometimes it also means we have to be a little manipulative or careful with our words to get a certain outcome, right? He's got to sneak away getting those swords. It's usually a person sneaking away with some swords, right? So the fact that it's reversed tells me people can't mess with you anymore. You're the master of words and deceptions now. Because maybe you were letting others get to you and letting them plant seeds in you that were really destructive, like really trying to take away your power, take away your spirit, take away your fire, trying to steal it for themselves, I'm hearing. And like, you're not going to fall for that anymore because you're wise to the game. You understand now, like it was a hard trial to understand that because you want to see the best in everybody, but you've taught yourself, you've learned, you mastered yourself by going into the darkness and facing that shadow of the things that you didn't want to see. But now you can't be tricked. You cannot be tricked. Oh boy. The Fool. Yeah, the Fool. You're going on a different journey now. This is going to be a big one. Oh my God. So many cards. I think just these two are the ones. Yeah, those are the ones. And that's it. Okay, so we got a long lineup of cards. So I guess we'll just shuffle along here. There's a lot to say. These Luna Lapin cards. I love this deck though, so no worries there. I love using it. Yeah, so yeah, the Fool. Yeah, we're talking about the Fool. So you're ready to set off on a new journey, and that could be physically, but I think also just it applies to every aspect of you. mental, emotional. You're leaving that old show behind. That whole nonsense. I'm not gonna. They said something else, but I'm not gonna say it. That old nonsense behind. Just something I can't say on YouTube, but like, it was a messy show, let's call it. And you're going to a better journey, like a better place. Look at the sun. Look at the brightness in both of these cards. That's where you're headed. You're heading to somewhere that's way, way better. Somewhere really like fun for you. Something really fun. 9 of Wands. Yeah, you had to be really careful before. Well, you weren't careful before, and that's why this lesson had to be taught, right? You had to learn, sadly, the hard way, which is kind of how we all learn, so don't feel bad about that. You had to learn how to discern people, read people, understand when people have good intentions and bad intentions. Because you wanted to see like I said before, you wanted to see the good in everybody, but there's a shadow to that where we can get taken advantage of if we're a good soul. Because bad souls love that, right? They see someone to take advantage of and they do it. So, and for a while you were really defensive, like you had to keep your boundaries up really high. And you still are. You still have high boundaries. But that's a good thing, because I think you're the type of soul that has to. You really have to, because you're like an earth angel, or like just a type of sensitive and sweet soul that the wrong types can come in and try to harm you, right? But that's not going to happen anymore, because you learned to be your own defender. You've learned to keep yourself safe, to keep your boundaries high, and now they can't touch you. Because a lot of it, you have to kind of consent to it, right? Not that you want us for that, but that no one can harm you unless you... I'm trying to think how to word this. Like, they have to kind of trick us to be involved, like trick. 7 of Swords. They have to work through deception. But if we see the trick, it doesn't work anymore, right? No one can deceive us. 9 of Cups. You're heading to it. Look how happy that rabbit is with his cups. And relaxed and joyful. And love this peach color here. Again, a nice bright blue sky. Yeah, so you're heading to good things. That's the dream that's coming true. Is not having to live in fear anymore, not having to live with your defenses. Like your boundaries will still be there, but you won't be so tense about it. You won't have to be so, again, you're going to be relaxed more now, because you're good at this. You're good at catching people when they're trying to trick you or trying to manipulate you. You see the facade, you see the magic trick. So you can't be manipulated anymore, basically. So good for you, man. Like, you done good. No one is gonna mess with you anymore, because they can't, because you won't let it happen. And again, you're not letting things happen. You're not asking for things. It's just, we have to be the ones that stop it, right? We have to maintain our borders, I guess is a way to describe it. So, how are we changing? Like, how is this playing out? What kind of change is playing out for us? Or what is the dream going to change for us? Yeah, let's ask that. That's a better question. What is the dream going to change? Oh, I think I had it there. Oh, there it is. Decisions. So you're going to be able to make decisions in a much more informed way now, because before, other people were kind of manipulating you in a way that made you make the wrong decisions. That's how they tricked you. They would get inside your head and get you to make the wrong decisions for yourself. But now you're so clear with yourself. You have such mental clarity with what you want and what is good for you, that all your decisions are going to be for you. They're going to be for your highest good. No one's going to be able to put you down on the wrong path, basically. Because maybe you stumbled a bit and went on a journey that wasn't the best for you for a little bit. But that was okay because you learned this really valuable lesson, a really important lesson that makes you even more powerful than you would have been. So in a way, it was to those other people's detriment because it just made you more awesome and powerful. So yeah, you just, it's like doing a bunch of side quests in a game. Maybe you got off track of the main quest. I don't know if you play video games, but maybe this will resonate. You did a bunch of side quests, but now you're so over leveled that when you go back to that main quest, you're going to kick it. You're going to kick ass. So, and you got this like cool equipment from it, which is perfect for your next battle. Something like that. Yeah. I like video games. Not all the time, but you know, because you know, that can get a little unbalanced, but you know, they're good for a little escape, right? Body changes. Remember I was talking about the monarch? There's a monarch. But like your body even physically has changed. You've metamorphosized into something completely different. People might not even recognize you. You look so different. And I do think that means physically, but it's also just your presence too. Like your presence is so different now. Because you wield this power, you wield this sword so effortlessly that people are like, whoa, I better not mess with that person because they see me for who I am, and if I try to mess with them, they're going to call me out. So that's actually going to help repel people that aren't good for you. Because, and some people it might trigger them, but you know what? It's too bad. They're just going to have to be triggered, and you're not going to let them guilt you into feeling bad for that either. Because I think good people can easily be made to feel guilty. What is it? Like, those kind of people are really good at crocodile tears, but you're not going to fall for it. Be true to you. Oh, yeah. Nice pink flower, too. Yeah, you're being true to what is you. You're being more honest about who you are. You're expressing your authentic self now because you're not people-pleasing. You're not putting on a mask for people, which you did for their own comfort. Because other people had a way of manipulating you into not being your true self. But now that you have figured everything out and you're not able to be tricked, you're extremely powerful. Because you're authentic. You're super authentic now. And real with yourself so that all that you want is coming in for you. Like, it's not just even one dream, it's all your dreams are coming true. Because the only thing that was blocking you from that was this pattern that got fixed. So that's the dream that's coming true, is that you just have the ability to make your dreams come true now. Because nothing is going to stop you. Yeah. And maybe even just the people that were bad for you are being removed, but they're being removed because you're rejecting it. You're rejecting that life and those influences, so they can't touch you. Yeah, that's really good. Because those kind of people, it can take so much from us just by like really deceptive and nasty means, and they do it just to make themselves feel better, and it's just it's such a messy problem. But when we take control, we say no to things, we get a lot of good things. Things we want will come in for us. Oh, it's this one, but also this one. So let's see what crystals want to come out. Pyrite. Ooh. Pyrite. I think that's called fool's gold sometimes, but like honestly, it's such a pretty golden color. I mean, I don't think there's anything negative about that. Pyrite. What else? Big Spite. Hey. This card hasn't come out in a while, but it came out in a reading that someone else was doing for me, so it's interesting. But I wonder what it means for you. Pyrite. Pyrite. This reading is also resonating with me, so I think there's also some personal takeaways. Yeah, inherent value, knowing your worth. That is absolutely what this reading's about. Self-appreciation, genuine abundance, and prosperity within. Yeah, because it's not even necessarily about a dream coming true that's going to bring us something material. You have all the ability to do that. It's that but the real dream that had to come true was just loving yourself and loving who you are, loving the person that you are and are becoming. Because someone convinced you not to be that, not to be happy with yourself. Yeah, someone really tried to mess with you. Yeah, and this also warns against a scarcity mentality, and we were talking about that earlier. So, yeah, you have all the ability to make your dreams happen. The only thing preventing it was, again, not seeing your value. So that's the only thing you have to defend against, is thinking that you can't achieve things, that you're unworthy of things, which was, again, that was the thing that was planted in you, a seed of doubt that was planted in you. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. And that's the only thing that's prevented you from moving forward. Maybe you've been standing still for a while, but now everything's going to move forward, because once you're unblocked, you're unstoppable. Yeah. And you have all that you already need, right? Like, it's so important to recognize that even the way that we are now is perfect. Even if you have still things that you want to achieve, like, what you have now is perfect. Like, you are perfect already. Perfection is always with you. So it's not something you have to chase. It's not something you have to run after, because it's already within. You just have to sit still with it. And Big Spite, that's a big, it's like full steam ahead. It's like, call on your courage and just take action, and call on your inner fire and your drive. And we were talking about an inner fire being reignited, so Big Spite is perfect to come out. And it's really about time to stop standing still, because you don't need to anymore, or you don't have to anymore. The cage door is open, basically. Yeah, like, you don't have to hold yourself back. And actually, you shouldn't hold yourself back, because now is the perfect time to move forward. Advocate for yourself. Be really unshakable in your faith in yourself, but also defend yourself, stand up for yourself. If there's something that you need to move forward, say so. Yeah, it's bringing you courage to do that. It's bringing you the courage and power to do that. So if now is your time to take action, be the fool and go on that journey, take that leap, because he's leaping off the cliff. He's going into the unknown. He's the start of the journey, right? Because you're starting a new journey here, right? You're really taking off, because you've changed a whole mindset. You've learned the lesson. Now it's time to go on to the next. And that's not to say you're going to have new challenges. There's always challenges. There's always something to deal with. But I think it's going to be way, way easier. Look at this 9 of Cups. It's going to be like that. You're going to see a lot of abundance, a lot more abundance than you're going to see scarcity. Partly because you understand scarcity mindset now. You understand how your thinking was wrong before. And so that is really going to help you manifest everything you want. So there's really, there's nothing that can stop you. Yeah, except yourself. Okay, so what's next on the docket? What's coming in next for this journey? Like, what's this new journey about? Is it just the self-realization, or is there something new gonna come in that's really important? Sun in Capricorn, work diligently towards your goals. So maybe it's just that you are going to be working really hard on things, like, because now that you've been set free of the cage, you want to run really fast. That's what I'm hearing. You want to really take off. And so you're actually going to be really, be careful of overworking yourself, I would say, because, or like, stretch your muscles out before you take off on that run, in this metaphor. Because, you've been still a bit, might take, easing into it, but I think you're really going to want to be working crazily hard at the things you like. But it's not going to be like a resentful kind of work. It's going to be like, I'm really excited to do all this now. And so you might be like really have to pace yourself, really pace yourself. Because this thing is going to be, you're going to be working on a lot of projects, is what I'm hearing. A lot of projects that you have been wanting to for a long time. So that's kind of why your energy's scattering into all kinds of places. Just maybe pick one thing, get used to it, and then move, and then add another thing. Just keep a good pace with it. Focus on your home and love. Sun in Cancer. 4, home. Aw. 4 is such a good protected number. Yeah. I think also, like, there's a big balance going on here, because this is all about working, and this is all about, relaxing into home and love. And the sun is really bright here, and then the sun's kind of bright here too, but it's also going down. And so there's a big yin-yang energy going on here. And this is a 10, and that's completion of a cycle. Maybe, and we have status here, so maybe you were working too hard before. You didn't have a good work-home life balance. And you'll still be working hard, but it's going to be on things you love, and it won't be to your detriment. Because now you're going to have other focuses in mind. You're going to focus on your happiness and the love in your life. You're going to focus more on enjoying the journey than on achieving. And that's part of your mindset shift as well, is realizing that there's more important things than status or achievement, right? It's not just about what I can say at the end of the day, look at all these things I did. It's more about, did I have fun? Did I have fun today? That's what you got to ask yourself. Yeah. Yeah, did I have fun? Just debating here what I want. And I think I do want archetypes. Sorry, there's a little bit of noise there. I think someone's moving upstairs. So, lots of moving energy. But that also could be you. Like, you're moving a lot. Maybe you're moving out of your home, too. Because look, home. Changing your home could be part of this. Maybe you're moving out of a toxic home. Or someone's moving out of your home that was toxic. But, yeah, got 2 cards here. Is that it? 3 cards, and it's supposed to be this card. Okay, let's go with it. What do I want to do here? Oh, I didn't even mention the crystals today. Maybe this is the time. So I brought in a piece of opal. I think it's opal or opalite. Can't remember which, but just interesting. I like it because it looks like a shark tooth. It really makes me think of a shark tooth. Ooh, that was loud. Shark tooth. Because you got almost like, that's almost like where it was attached, right? I don't know if you can see it on camera really well, but a little shark tooth. And this is polished kyanite, and it's just, I'm not sure if you can quite see it there, but it's got really lovely colors there. Really nice reflective blues. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna put these up top here. Maybe those crystals resonate with you. Maybe they're just here to guide you, but yeah. Different crystals want to come in different days, so I think today I'm gonna move. And we got our little bird guardian here. We can just go off to the side for now. Let's look at our archetype cards. I got 3 here. The Creator, oh my gosh, and you got Page of Wands. So yeah, you're definitely moving into a creative era. I think you're really taking steps forward to, maybe you're becoming an artist, or you're just using your creative abilities now in a way that you are lighting yourself up that way. And you're willing to take the risk, even if there's like, it's not a sure thing, right? And you're letting go of that scarcity mindset that maybe prevented you as well. And maybe other people gave you that mindset or put thoughts into your head that contributed to that. But now it's like, you understand manifestation. You understand that even if I don't make a lot of money, I'm still having fun on the journey. So that's what matters, right? Oh my gosh, there's 4 cards here. The Bridge. And look at these rainbowy colors. They're synchronistic with this Creator card. You're learning how to bridge into that life. Yeah, you're finding ways to bridge into a different way of being. And you got the hands again here. So maybe someone else is going to offer you a hand in that. Maybe someone else is coming in to kind of show you the way, give you some guidance, give you some advice. Or maybe even just doing this is going to lead you to other people that are more, they resonate with you more. They're going to be more, they're going to be more aligned. And oh my gosh, there's more hands. Gosh, these hands. It's always like 2 hands too in these readings, I find. The Maiden. Maybe if you're a guy, you're going to meet a maiden or, you know, a woman that, you know, if that's your thing, that's really going to help you. But if not, if you're the mate, maybe you're the maiden and you're going to meet someone and kind of feel that way. Like you're going to feel really soft and feminine around this person. That is part of this journey, part of this bridging into something new. Yeah, I get something really soft and loving and feminine there. And the silhouette of the forest, we've gotten the forest card a lot here. The shapeshifter, and we got body changes. So yeah, you're completely changing who you used to be. Maybe you, because you were in survival mode so much, you couldn't really lean into your soft feminine side, your receiving side, because the feminine is all about receiving rather than taking concise action. There's still action involved, but it's more about letting things come to you rather than trying to chase or seek something, right? So I think you're kind of leaning into that, leaning into receiving, leaning into getting things that will help you. And so, and maybe you've been kind of resistant to other people because you've had all these bad experiences with others as well. And so I think this is really going to help you. I think being a creator is going to really make you see another side of yourself that you didn't even realize was there. You didn't realize that you had this other energy to you. If this is you, and if not, I think this is a person that's going to be that soft energy with you, for you maybe, and change your whole life. Change who you are, because they're going to bring out another side of you, a good side of you. One that's been wanting to come out for a long time, I think. And someone maybe like, I think just harshness kind of really pushed that down in you. Like really made it hard to be that. Oops. And like, people can be really bad sometimes. I'm going to take off my sweater. It was so cold this morning because it's October now. And now it's like, I'm all warm. Maybe that's a message. This person's going to make you really feel warm. And that's like emotionally, like you're going to feel warmth from this person, that it's going to be like, you haven't felt that warmth before, maybe ever. and it's going to make you feel so soft and comfortable and safe. But also, I think they're going to make you like feel heated, like hot, like you might feel like nervous, like you know how you get a little hot and sweaty sometimes around someone, like when you're like a little excited by them. But also like, you know, hot and bothered, I guess, that's how I'll put it. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of really important energy with this person. I'm sorry if this isn't a romance thing for you. It might just be about engaging that energy within you, right? Becoming more complete and whole. Like there's two hands here. Maybe this is two sides of yourself. Like you were kind of split by not having the right alignment for yourself. So if that applies, you know, take that as it goes. But I really do get like I get someone else for you, but I also get just you within yourself. Like there's two sides of you. And I think you were in the masculine from survival mode, but now you're leaning into the feminine. And you will be more complete. Yeah. So just take that as it resonates. You are loved and your loved ones are safe. You and your loved ones are safe. Yeah. But also you are loved. I got that from this. For whatever reason. So new moon in Cancer. You love yourself more now. And that is going to bring in love for you. And we also got Sun in Cancer, right? So a lot of Cancer energy, which is, it's the 4th house. It's the house of like home, and like, you think of like Cancer energy is very much like about nurturing. So like you've got a whole new mindset about self-love is what I'm getting from this. And that is going to bring in loving people to you because your energy resonates with others and you attract like attracts like. So got 2 here. So, you know, as long as you love yourself, you will be loved. Even if no one else is around, because you love you, right? So always keep that energy with you. And don't let anybody convince you otherwise. Hold your vision, fixed moon. So yeah, keep your focus on what you want. Don't let another distract you either, even if it's a loving energy. Like, don't fall into love patterns that make you forget your vision, right? And that's under Capricorn here. So you got to keep your goals in mind as well. Don't like let someone else be your rescuer necessarily and forget everything you set out to accomplish. But also allow love in so that you can accomplish those things. There's a balance here that you've got to maintain. Because you don't want to get into a pattern where old patterns, right? I'm sorry if there's too much noise going on. There's someone moving. A new romantic cycle begins. Oh my gosh, all that. Yeah, so there's definitely some romance coming in. There's definitely something about that that's important here. Yeah, and that, again, that romantic cycle could just be you loving yourself. So it doesn't have to be, if that doesn't resonate, or it could even, if you're already in a relationship, it could just be about love becoming deeper between you. A new romantic cycle between you two. And maybe it's because you've reinvigorated yourself that can happen. Right? So, and oh gosh, I didn't even know, scales, Libra, because this is new moon in Libra. Scales, balance. We got 2 different modes of being and the balance between. And you're in the bridge, like it's all about, there's a lot of balance going on here. You becoming aligned, you understanding these 2 facets of yourself and integrating them so that you can become more whole and complete. That's the general overall message here that, you know, wants to be communicated to you. And also I get you're meeting your other half. If this is about romance, or maybe you're just seeing your other half in that other person that you already have, or just seeing that other side. Remember, we were talking masculine and feminine energies within you. You're seeing those 2 sides of you. 2. So, and the two make one. Yeah. Yeah. That is cool. That is very cool how that all worked out. And it's very beautiful. This reading's really colorful and bright and beautiful. Like, I get the sense that that's going to be your life from here on out. It's going to be really bright and fun and colorful and joyful. Like this Nine of Cups here. Like, there's nothing to fear. Except your own fear. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. Look at that. This Yule card was mixed in with the Ostera cards. Now I gotta see it. Tranquility. Yeah. This card has come out like every reading. So I guess it just wanted to pop out again. But where to put you? Let's put you right here in the center. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll just leave her there right now. But I think, you know, and there's all that moving energy upstairs from the neighbor. And then this person's taking flight out of the house. Like, there's definitely a moving energy here as well. Maybe you're changing locations as well because you shapeshifted into such a different vibration, a different person almost, that where you are doesn't resonate with you anymore because we kind of match the vibration of where we live too, right? So okay, well, I guess I don't need to shuffle the Ostera because that was the card apparently. I was so eager to shuffle it, but I guess it's just, that's a no. Okay, no Yule either. All right, okay. I guess the whole point of that was just to see the one card. Interesting. Okay. I'll just go with that. Because we're just moving on to Patch Tarot now, I guess. But what do I want to ask here for the end of the reading? Yeah. Yeah, so what's next with this new romantic cycle? What can we expect now that the dream is coming true? We have our self-worth. We have our self-love. What's coming in next? In the immediate future. Are we going to move? What's up? Seven of Cups. Illusions. Oh boy. So you're going to have... remember I said about you're going to kind of take off? Like you weren't going to want to run because you've been kept inside so long? Just be aware that you can't scatter your energy everywhere. You can't do a million things at one time. You got to really keep things in balance. So you might find that you're overwhelmed by everything that's changing for you and coming in. Just take it one step at a time, eh? Audacious King of Wands. Yeah, there's that that rushing energy. You're in a hurry to be really creative and powerful with this new goal that you've set for yourself. And I put that over the Page of Wands, so you're going to quickly turn from the Page of Wands into the King of Wands. So, yeah, you're going to have to really keep it in balance here. Again, that's what balance is about. Hold it. Hold the vision, right? Hold your vision. And I put the Seven of Cups also over Queen of Wands and Nine of Swords. So to me that says, well, this is also, this illusion that it's talking about is about, you're seeing how your past self held you back. You're seeing how everything that happened to you was not your fault, but like, how do I want to say this? You're realizing that you had to shut the door on certain people and certain mindsets that you were ways that you were thinking. So the illusion is broken. I heard a door slam at the same moment, and that was the answer. Yeah, Five of discs, loss. So you might be part of the struggle of this taking this leap of faith, doing the fool thing, is that you're gonna have to leave a lot behind. And look, there's a doorway there in the cliff that he's standing with his back to. So you have to turn your back on a lot. But they're bad things. Well, not bad, but like things that weren't serving you. And it's going to feel like a loss, even if it's for the best, because you want to take that journey, right? You want to go on the fool's journey. This is ultimately for the best, but even leaving behind bad things can initiate grief, right? Because we were with it for so long. And when we see these new things, you might get triggered by, because so much gets shifted, so much gets changed, shape shifting, right? So much but the thing about loss is that there's nowhere lost, because when something is like when God closes a door, he opens a window. Whatever we lose, we gain back tenfold. If there's a gap in energy or a void of energy, something always comes in to replace it, right? So if we feel like we're losing someone new is going to come in. So don't hang on to things. And again, that goes back to scarcity mindset. We do that. We hang on, we cling like Cancer when we feel like nothing new will come in. But that's not true. That's an illusion, right? It's not real. Prince of Cups. Yeah, you're really taking off with your expression and creativity. But also love. And all those things go hand in hand. Like I think of sacral chakra, the orange chakra, the second one from the bottom. It's creativity and joy and sexual love. Like all those things go hand in hand. So if this is a new romantic cycle, literally for you, you could be having your prince come in, and however that applies to you, right? But whatever new energy is coming in, you're going to be able to you're flying, but you're also sailing in this picture, which is funny to me. So I definitely get travel in this, but also your dreams are going to take off. Your creative projects are going to take off in a new way. And that's not just about they're successful. It's like you're putting in crazy amounts of energy into it because you want to, because you're in the joy. You've caught the wind to do it. You're catching your sail. Your sails are... How am I trying to say this? There's you're catching the wave. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say. You've caught the wave. Or you will catch the wave. Because this is like a force that's coming in that cannot be stopped. It's coming in so strongly and so powerfully. There's no way you'll miss it. And it's going to just make your whole journey easier. It was like you were paddling before, and now this big wave comes up and just you're like, oh, okay. And you stand up, and then suddenly you're flying. That whole journey that you were just struggling, you're like flying forward. And that's because you stop getting down on yourself and letting others tell you what you thought about yourself. You know what you think about yourself now. And who you are is pretty damn awesome. You're way better than those people. They try to pull you down because you made them insecure about themselves. But that only proves how great you are, that others felt they had to bring you down to their level, right? But no one can clip your wings. And this is even like divine help here with the eagle. I feel like that's your guides, almost like they've got a hold of the rope and they're pulling you forward into the light that's coming in. So you've got divine guidance and help, like they're helping bring this together. You're doing this with them because you're also working with them and you're helping to make it happen. And then they're even bringing in someone else potentially that's going to help you, and even just a community, like people that are like-minded. Yeah. And I'm also getting with this tranquility card, like You've learned how to be centered within yourself. You've learned how to, like, it's like with this guy here, like he's turned his back on all this darkness because he realized that that's what it has to happen. But he's also very calm here. Like he's learning, like even though there's a dark cave behind him, he's not letting it face him. And then look, he goes and then he gets on the boat and he sails away. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Just popped in my head. So if someone gives you an offer to sail away, maybe you should take it. Because I think you will enjoy that journey. It's gonna ignite a fire in you. You've got so much to share with the world, and it's all gonna come out now. And it's like a like a volcano erupting, or like a fire bursting out of the wood. Like it's just, yeah. All right, I'm really happy for you. I'm glad your dreams are coming true, because this is all anybody really wants, right? Because at the end of the day, we all want love and acceptance and to express ourselves. And I see that happening for you here. But also, just we ultimately want to love ourselves at the end of the day. And that's what you've learned. You've learned a huge lesson about self-love and standing your ground so that you can continue to love yourself and not let others tear you down. So good job, and I'm proud of you, and you are doing so good. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep trusting, right? Because there's like a trust here to catch the end of the rainbow. And with creation, it can feel risky. I know, like branching out into a creative field can feel risky, but let the universe catch you. Let the universe give you a trust fall and prove to you that it can be there for you. I think you're already doing that though. Like you're already seeing it. So just keep doing that. Okay? All right, that's the end of the reading. This was great. I feel really jazzed on this. So, I hope you do feel that way too. I hope you love the reading. Thank you for staying to the end. And if you like these readings and you want to hear more of them, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, how it resonated, whatever you feel like doing. Yeah, and hopefully talk to you again soon. Okay, take care.